guys, it's Dani's mom from Dani the Horse Girl. I had to say that, I'm sorry. I know that was really cheesy. So Dani is at school today. I am going to be letting the fillies out with the herd, and I'm also going to be setting up Nikki's foaling suite. So let's go. Oh, ouch. Her mother's biting her. She's not very nice. Yeah. Hey. Her mother is just picking on her. So I'm gonna come this side. So they go out here. Now they've been in this pasture before, so it shouldn't be a big deal for them. If it was a pasture they'd never been in, you know, we would walk them through the pasture and stuff, but they'll be fine. Don will just walk out. The grandma of the herd, she's like, what's the big deal, guys? And here comes the boss hoss. That's what Doc does. So we're gonna let them settle in, and hopefully they'll make good choices. And we're gonna go and get some other things done and be out in the barn to keep an eye on them. All right, so today is the day. Nikki is going to go into her maternity ward. So she's a little irritated. She's not particularly like best friends with anybody in the herd, but she also doesn't like to be left out by herself. So she's a little irritated at the moment, but I'm gonna go ahead and brush her up, clean up her stall, and set up her maternity stall too. So let's go. This is Nikki's favorite place to be scratched. You have to excuse the saggy halter. I can't get it on tight. One arm. I'm gonna check her udder now. Her lymph nodes are all, she's bagging up, but her teats are still pointed in like this instead of down or out. So she's still got quite a ways. So with moving those fillies out into the herd, I don't want Nikki running around. So that's why she's getting moved, even though she's not very close to birthing. That's why she's getting moved into her maternity ward, because I don't want her running around and possibly hurting herself or the foal. You guys have to check out this tail envy. Have you ever seen such a beautiful tail? And it like almost touches the ground. Super pretty. A lot of work though. So could put some of that tail on her mane. Alright, so now I'm gonna set up Nikki's foaling stall. What I'm gonna do first is pick it all out, make sure it's very nice and clean. Dawn was in there today. This is actually Dawn's stall, but it's one of our foaling stalls. It's a bigger stall. It's a 12 by 12. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, pick it all out, make sure it's nice and clean. So then I will add a layer of sawdust and I will top it with a layer of straw. Luckily right now, we're fortunate that we were able to get the fillies moved out, the minis moved over to where the fillies were for the winter, and get this all set up because we're actually going out of town for a couple days, and then it'll be all nice and ready for when we get home, or for, you know, my dad, who's gonna be watching Nikki while I'm gone, in case he needs it. I really hope that she doesn't have to bake while I'm gone though, because that would be a big bummer. Alright, so now that that's all cleaned out, I'm going to add that layer of sawdust. So the way our stalls are designed, we have the cement as the very base layer, obviously the foundation of the barn, and then we have probably like half-inch thick mats that line the stall completely. And so now I'm going to add my sawdust layer. And actually, I'm a little picky, and there's some more hair in there, so I gotta get it out. Don't want my baby getting all full of hair. Okay, onto the sawdust. Okay, on to straw. Okay, so I got this chopped straw. A little bit easier to pick out, a little bit easier to clean up. So that's why I decided to go with this. I also have, this was the only bag that Tractor Supply had at the moment, so I have to go back, but I also have 2 bales of compressed straw also. Okay, so now that I have the chopped straw down in the center, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the compressed straw and put it around the edges so that I kind of have like a nest. What I wanna do is really build up the center of that stall so that when she's in labor and she's pacing around, she doesn't kick it all up to the edges, because that can be an issue. I mean, it's not a huge deal, it's not the end of the world if the baby comes out not on 4 inches of straw, but it's just, you know, makes you feel better as a horse owner, you know. Out in the wild, flop down in the field or on gravel or on a pile of rocks. You never know. So, and they do just fine. But we as horse owners and equestrians, we want the best for our animals. So we do what we can to make things a little bit easier for them when they're in labor and in tough situations. So I'm gonna go grab that compressed straw and then we should be all set. As a person who only has one arm at the moment, I love that this bag has a handle. I think that they should put this on all the sawdust bags too. That makes a fun noise. Yikes. Get out of here, peacock. I know no better way to break up straw than by just shaking it out. So that's what I'm gonna go do. Please excuse the peacock. He's being noisy today. Alright, so I would say that this is definitely the executive suite of falling stalls. It is really thick, but not too thick, and nice and cushy. Alright, make sure you guys stay tuned so that you can be one of the first people to see this baby be born. I'm going to try my hardest to film the birth, and I will be doing a few update videos along the way to keep you guys posted and so that you all know when she's gonna have the baby. So, see you guys next time. Bye.